Good Monday morning is your Loudoun County weather outlook. This high to the north here is funneling the cooler air now as the front has cleared the area. Yesterday, it's kind of hung up in this area, so poor folks in the North Carolina, anybody having beach plans this week are going to be really impacted by the easterly winds and the influence of Hurricane Erin as she makes another run up to a very strong Category 4 hurricane, I think this earlier today before she starts the weekend as she moves out to sea. Fortunately, direct impacts are not likely on the East Coast, but indirect impacts for sure with strong swells. The Outer Banks has some evacuation orders in place, and so I just feel bad for all those people who have vacation plans due to the impacts of Erin. Even though, like I said, she's not going to hit, she's going to influence the weather because the squeeze play between this high and this very strong low is going to be strong easterly winds. That's going to leave us cloudy all week, on and off, especially if you get any sunshine. Immediately it's going to get followed by clouds because it's so moist out there that would just cause some clouds to form. Could have some showers, definitely overnight chances of fog, but not a washout by any means. Just some on and off chances of some showers. By Friday, it looks like that's going to clear out of here, and then in the weekend, we'll kind of feel warmer with highs up in the mid-80s. Humidity is not going to be a problem this week. It's just going to be cooler, which is nice. But when we get to the mid-80s with high humidity, we'll start to feel pretty hot this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday, we could have some more showers enter the picture. So let's see what the actual forecast looks like here. Erin strengthens and moves northwest, and then we're really hoping for that jog to the east so that it doesn't impact us too much. Here's where we see those showers influencing us, even on Thursday. As Erin's approaching the East Coast, I went pretty quickly there because every day it was pretty much, chances of easterly winds and clouds. As when this storm is this strong and this close to the coast, we're going to see that strong easterly fetch. It's going to be really moist out there with all the humidity off the ocean. And a high to the north. So this is going to keep us cooler than it has been, and this is really going to batter the coast. You can see these tight isobars, so a lot of winds here on the coast. Get a few breezes, but not too much of anything from it. And then finally she moves northeast and out to sea. That's all the hopes. She doesn't get any closer than what it is forecast. We've got to see that turn today as we move forward. Later in this forecast, you're going to see this low up here into Canada and even the help from Erin and just a combination of things to drive some cooler air into the regions, but it's going to be preempted or also occupied by a front here. They'll probably influence us on Saturday, Sunday especially. And this is a cooler flow from the north. So it's going to be cooler starting early next week. Not cool, but cooler, meaning probably below normal. And yes, we are watching another tropical system down here in the the Caribbean, to see if there's any impacts. After we get to this point, though, let's just kind of call it, we don't know what's going to happen. What I do hate about this is for, again, anybody with coastal plans is really going to be impacted, unfortunately, by easterly winds and moisture from this tropical system if this comes true. As the front's hung up there, and this thing strengthens some right off the east coast. We're staying in the cooler side of things, and this doesn't look quite as strong of an easterly fetch, but I still think would be similar to this week with cooler than normal temperatures. Another close call, and that's kind of what we're going to see in the long-range outlook. And even here, in the long range, now it's still to our west. It doesn't look super much like a major warm-up, but we'll have to see what the upper levels look like. And it's until that gets east, which here it is, it's going to start giving us some southerly, southwesterly winds again. This looks like a warm-up in the long range, the very long range. All right, and then, maybe something we'll have to see. This is so far out that treat with a grain of salt. Let's look at the upper level heights. That helps us really know what's going on as far as anomalies. And when the 850 millibar temperatures are above normal, that tends to mean above normal temperatures here. But what I will tell you, if we say cloudy and with easterly fetch, daytimes will be cooler than normal, but nighttimes warmer than normal. So that's kind of what we would see here. But here we go. We're showing pretty much kind of a cooler than normal or near normal temperatures through the week. And as the Thursday gets around, as we've got influence from the storm, they go below normal. And then through the weekend, we're getting slightly above normal here. So that's why I think, Saturday and Sunday, we will start to feel a little more warm. And here's that cooler shot later in the period from that high sliding down, but it's having a hard time getting here. Like Monday, Tuesday, when that front finally moves through, that's a good shot of cooler air into the Midwest and over our area. And again, here's that other tropical low we'll have to watch for. This could mean some nighttime temperatures in the 50s if this comes true. We'll have to see. Look at this here in Texas. Really, really cool in the panhandle for this time of year. So that'll be good. I know my friends in Colorado have been baking. So we're kind of staying cool here in the eastern part of the U.S. Here's another skirting blow of cooler air to the north. But like I said, it looks kind of like it's going to warm up in the long range. And here it is. So we'll have to see if this comes true. That'd be another big shot of warmth here in the east as the west gets a huge trough. And in the balance of things, if you get a trough in the west, you're going to get a raise in the east. So that would mean potential for much hotter temperatures for us in the very long range. But in the shorter term, over the next week and a half, the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day, these are both going to show below normal temperatures as we showed. And then after that period, it's hard to tell where we're going. But it looks like maybe the west is going to cool down, and that would make us warm up again here in the east. So that's kind of what we're looking at as far as temperatures go. Rainfall is going to be really not that much. When we look local here for the week, and do the overall, maybe some spotty showers, quarter to half an inch. Of course, if we get a thunderstorm or something, it could increase it, but it doesn't look like it's a thunderstorm type pattern. So hey, that's the outlook for the week. I hope you have a great Monday. I hope great week. It's been your Loudoun County Weather Outlook.